when darkness falls across the UK, a legion of officers patrol our streets.
Help me now! Come on in! Come on in! I've got the taser! Get back!
With exclusive access to the night shift at Gloucestershire Constabulary.
Stop. Listen to me and walk away.
This series reveals the relentless and uphill fight against nighttime crime.
Put it down, else we'll get in spree.
Get on the floor!
Don't mess about.
We experience things on a night shift that the normal person wouldn't see in the rest of their lives.
Stay where you are. Any sudden movement, he'll bite you.
There's 10 people outside throwing bricks at your house, yeah?
She's got centimetre puncture wounds to her collarbone.
You can never predict what's going to happen on a night shift. It's just a different world at night.
And at night, there's more drugs.
Pass out on him. Explains the behaviour.
He says that you're taking tablets.
More drink.
At this moment in time, you're under arrest for drunk and disorderly, all right? You need to walk away. Don't worry.
And more violence.
I swear to God, I will kill someone!
Being a police officer is definitely becoming more dangerous.
These fearless officers
Get your leg in the van!
guard our streets when you sleep.
Keep yourself safe, okay? Get to a room with a lock on it.
Stop now!
Under the cover of darkness, people change. It is scary.
I've been in service since 2004 and I've been on response for most of that. I love it, yeah. I absolutely love my job. Nighttime is definitely more dangerous. With it being dark, you can't see what's coming. And people have obviously drank more, so it's sort of like when the beast comes out to play.
Dogs Unit Officer Dawkins is patrolling Cheltenham Town Centre.
We have a contact number
Races
for
again
him, however,
today, so
from back in 2006.
Cheltenham should be.
We just give it a try.
I would have thought today was a busier day at the races
if
than
we
yesterday.
could, and then I think
Everyone's entitled to go out and have a good night. It's just those that 6th, 7th, 8th pint makes them like they've watched a Karate Kid movie or a Rocky movie like you were 15 and you want to go out and beat everyone up. That for us is a real problem.
He's positioned to respond to any police calls for assistance.
People strewn everywhere.
When he's flagged down by two concerned passers-by.
yeah, if you can try them for us to give us an update, and we'll solve it.
There's a guy trying to get in the club and like he's been kicked out, but he's quite aggressive. I don't know if someone can jump in, but like he's trying to get in and he's like, oh yeah, he's really bad.
Okay, I'll go over now.
Thank you.
Cheers.
The bar is just meters up the road.
We do not want to nick everybody. 99% of the time when you go to a drunk person, you just want them to calm down and go on their way. And really to go on and enjoy their night without being Mr. Angry.
I'm trying.
I'm a police officer. Back
So he just grabbed me up and that's alright, is it?
It's pushing you out. I've heard what you
No, you saw it.
When you realise that there's literally no negotiating with that person, he or she is not going to listen whatsoever. There's only so much shoving or swearing or spitting or name calling that is acceptable in the public eye, and you have to call it a day. They'll have to come in.
PC Dawkins, club bouncers and other officers are forced to restrain the man.
Pack it in, mate.
You boys will get angry. I don't know what the issue is.
It isn't nice rolling around on the floor with people in front of normal members of the public, because it never ever ever looks good from the police.
Take him down slow. What's the problem?
We are trained in restraining people. Usually we do it in large numbers to prevent injury to us and to that person, but the public see that as us turning up mob-handed.
Mate, stop resisting.
I'm not resisting, mate.
Lift your arm up there.
Oh, a good night.
Stay calm now, yeah?
Same, I'll say.
Okay.
With the man under arrest and under control, the officers must now load him into the van to be transported to custody. But as everything seems to be calming down,
Mate, move your foot. Don't arrest her. She won't be, mate. Just, she won't.
the man blocks the van door with his foot.
They won't, mate. Just wait. We won't.
You find yourself thinking, what on earth has got you to this position? It's like Janet from Accounts on the Christmas Do, isn't it? That comes out once a year and she can't handle her drink and then she wants to fight the world.
Stay in the van.
I am terrified. What am I going to do? Huh? Oh yeah, smash my head into the ground. That's right.
Officers use leg restraints to control his limbs and safely load the man into the van.
All I was going to do was get him to go, and I came over and I said stop, and I said I'm a police officer, mate. So I separated them and then he turned on me. So
With evidence the fact he's turned on you is enough for the D&D anyway, mate, I think. But nobody's been punched, have they?
No assaults, no.
I think they all forget we're humans, so when they shove us around just because we wear a uniform, we're not like RoboCop, all of us. We do have feelings.
As the man is processed in custody by the local police team, PC Dawkins has time to reflect on dealing with drinkers during the course of his job.
All I did was ask him to stop and calm down. He'd not assaulted anyone at that point. He had aggressive behaviour, but he hadn't hit the door staff or anybody else, so he could have been sent on his way if he'd have calmed down.
Got violent with the police officer where he has then had to be restrained. Subsequently has been arrested for being drunk and disorderly.
People like that have got to come in, haven't they?
So that's based on perspective.
Well, that's what the officer said.
That's an objective perspective.
Well, based on what the officer said, I'm going to authorise detention at the police station.
It's a typical day on the drink, isn't it? It changes a lot of people in bad ways.
What have you been drinking?
Lager. Maybe about 7, maybe 8 pints or so.
And once they're under the influence, they've almost got like a extra level. In the end, he had about 6 people on him. He didn't seem bothered by any of it.
A verbal altercation. There's a lot worse things going on than that.
And it is scary. We're still human beings. It's just me. No matter how big you are, you're in trouble, aren't you? Just because we do the job we do, it's just expected of us, really.
The last hit we've had was at 2:48. Has anyone else had any hits since?
It's 3 a.m. in Gloucester, and all seems quiet.
That's probably the last car I've seen as well.
PC's Webb and Harwood Jones are on the lookout for anything suspicious.
In the early hours, historically, it's a time where quite a lot of crime is committed. Some refer to it as witching hour, certainly I do. Anything that moves at this time of the morning between now and, let's say, 4:30 is probably worth a stop. This time of the morning, just quite an inconspicuous looking van, might have committed a burglary. People are fast asleep at 3 o'clock in the morning, so won't even hear a burglar in their house.
By train.
Go ahead.
All the state of the vehicle is a silver Audi A3.
A call comes in over the radio about a car known to the police.
We've got a series of cameras dotted around our county, and this vehicle has hit one of those cameras.
An automatic number plate recognition camera has flagged the vehicle for suspicious movements.
So it's a silver Audi A3, believed to be drug dealing. Leaves this house multiple times through the night for half-hour periods.
Officers hope to intercept the car as it heads towards the known address.
He's out for half an hour at a time, which is consistent with what drug dealers do. So as we are literally just, I want to say, trawling, it doesn't hurt to go to the home address. We can confirm whether the vehicle's there. If we don't do that, we could spend hours looking around for it, but he's tucked up in bed. That's a silver Audi.
The officer's bet looks like it's paid off.
Let's see where that silver Audi goes.
Straight over.
Coming this way.
Yep.
Just going to pull in here. We're looking for a silver Audi. This is a silver Audi. This is it. Geez, we're behind that vehicle now. Looks like it's travelling towards its HA. Yeah, it's got a brake light out.
Yep. Backup is on its way, but PC's Webb and Harwood Jones must pull the car over now.
999 activated.
When you're turning on your blue lights, that's when you start getting that sort of, okay, things are happening now.
Okay, I'm just a couple of seconds behind you there.
You know, the old connotation of like the policeman's nose. Sometimes we just get a hunch that something isn't right, and that'll just cause us to dig a bit deeper. That then might reveal something. 4 up.
Oh yeah, I got you.
Geez, we're behind that vehicle now. Looks like it's travelling towards its HA.
In Gloucester, police have followed a car carrying a suspected drug dealer.
Okay, I'm just a couple of seconds behind you there.
4 up.
Oh yeah, I got you.
They now want to search him and the vehicle.
Hello, are we all okay?
But the suspect is not alone in the car.
Why can't you just leave me alone?
But you're not driving tonight, are you?
No, I'm not.
So just chill out. We've got a job to do, haven't we? Just driving a car with a brake light out.
A woman was driving, and in the back seat are 2 men, as well as a number of dogs.
The car smells of cannabis.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I smoke cannabis, mate. I've just had one myself.
Yeah, but you're not driving, are you?
If you want.
Yeah, we will do, but you're not driving, are you? You've got nothing to worry about.
It's fine.
Okay.
Fucking bullshit, bro.
If there's more than just one person really in the car, you're always mindful of, I don't have full observations on the vehicle.
Well, every time you get agitated, and then it makes the police keep us even longer. Just chill out.
I can't see entirely what's going on inside that car. So when there's more than one person, are there things being moved around inside the car that I can't see? There's an elevation of risk as well. You done one of these before?
Yeah, I've done them. I
Super
don't
job.
drink, I don't smoke, so it's calm.
No
I've got
worries.
nothing to worry about.
Hey, you just blow into the tube until I say stop then. That's it, keep going, and thank you, stop.
PC Webb smells cannabis in the car, which gives him the legal right to search the vehicle.
PC Webb from Rose Policing Unit. I can smell cannabis within the vehicle. Okay, so I'm going to be searching the occupants and the vehicle for drugs. So do you want to secure your dogs?
Why do you want my dog to kill me?
Yeah, okay. I just don't want your dog running off, that's all.
It doesn't take long to find what he was looking for.
I can just see that big load of cannabis between your legs there. Keep your hands where I can see them, please. Okay.
On the older man's lap is 2 large bags of cannabis.
There. Yeah, and
Sergeant Gladwin from Traffic has joined the investigation.
okay. Have you got any drugs on you before I start? No. Alright.
The officers perform a search of the car and all the occupants. No more drugs are found.
Fair bit of cannabis.
But the officers need to find out who is the true owner of the cannabis.
Come down here a sec. Right, that cannabis that we've got there is more than just one person. So if someone doesn't take ownership of it, you're all coming in and being arrested, okay? So whose is it now?
Mine.
No, it's not. I don't believe it's yours. Quite often when we stop a vehicle and nobody wants to take ownership for the drugs, it becomes quite a challenge really, because we don't want to be arresting all the individuals, and the person whose drugs it is, they don't necessarily want to own up that those drugs belong to them.
He does smoke weed.
He doesn't. Who does it?
What do you mean he doesn't smoke weed?
He does smoke weed.
He smokes weed every night, bruv.
It's quite common for other individuals to try and get somebody else to take the blame from them, particularly if that other person is not known to police.
He smokes weed because he's got bone problems.
It's difficult for us because we don't want somebody taking the blame for something that they haven't done. I don't believe it is right now, so last chance.
and I'm telling you the truth on my mum's life.
The officers have heard enough. They decide to increase the pressure.
Then you're all coming in then, okay?
I can't come in with I got 2 dogs and a puppy.
Yeah, you're all coming in now?
That's unfair.
I don't want to be taking 4 people to custody. I just want the one person whose drugs they are to be big enough to say, they're my drugs, and I'll take the fall. It's very rarely the case.
2347, okay. You're all under arrest on suspicion of possession of a Class B substance.
It can take a little bit of pressure for individuals to own up, and sometimes it can be peer pressure.
Okay, you do not have to say anything for may harm your defence if you do not mention when questioned something which you later rely on in court. Anything you do say may be given evidence. The necessity of your arrest is to allow searches and a prompt and effective investigation to the offence.
Everyone in the car will be going to the cells.
Fucking bullshit, bro.
Where do you only live around?
You're arresting me, bro, for what?
Well, you're going to have to go somewhere, aren't you? We've got a kennel at the police station.
That's not fair. Well, oh my dogs. How's that fair?
I can't do a lot about that.
It could be that little bit of undue pressure which then makes them see deep down into their conscious and go, yeah, it was my drugs.
I don't even take weed.
You pop some handcuffs on you, mate. Did you want to pop the dog in your car when it's done?
I thought it was mine.
Sure.
The pressure has paid off.
Are you saying it's just yours?
It's mine, boss.
What, the whole packet?
Yeah. I just got it. I've literally just picked up.
Yeah, what hand? I'm getting my handcuff key. You need to chill out.
Okay,
yes,
alright, and we'll just go with him then.
Give me a second. I'll get my handcuff key.
Now the suspect has accepted the cannabis belongs to him. The other occupants of the car are de-arrested.
Not your lot fault, is it?
It's a relatively decent bag of cannabis. In these circumstances, people are reluctant to say, oh yeah, it was me, yeah, it was me. We don't want to take 4 people's liberty away. We just want the person who's responsible for it to say, hold on, it's mine. The side issue, obviously, she's holding a puppy, and there's another dog in there. We do have some kennels back at the station, but luckily we've got one of them standing up saying, yeah, it was mine. So he'll be interviewed.
Come here, give me a key. It's alright, mate, you ain't got to worry about it.
And then once he's interviewed, depending on what he says, he'll be processed and obviously hopefully go to court and get dealt with for that matter.
Hello, police emergency.
Hiya, it's control room, how can I help?
Force Control Room continues to respond to high volumes of urgent calls from across the county.
Do you say he's been throwing fire extinguishers and glasses around, yeah?
Hello, operator, it's Gloucestershire Police. Can we have ambulance, please, for our area?
It's a 95-year-old male who's reporting his wallet's been stolen, but he does suffer from dementia. We just want a welfare check on him.
He's a suspicious vehicle that was in the area not long ago. They had like hoods over masks on and were driving around.
We've got a report of male in hoodies or balaclavas in a vehicle on the forecourt. The garage is closed, it just looks very dodgy.
So yeah, that's fine, we're on the way, we're nearly there. All right, thank you, bye-bye.
Oscar Dad 63, did you want me to make also evidence?
Being single crewed has got its advantages. You can make your own decisions. You can go where you want.
Specialist Operation Officer Smith is patrolling the rural areas of Gloucestershire.
Currently coming down the hill, there should be an RTC, a Porter, partly in a hedge, 2 occupants, male who's called ambulance, female who is apparently injured has walked off.
He's just received a call for backup to a road traffic collision on a country lane.
So there's a report of a RTC where the occupants have fled the scene.
A young man and woman have left the scene of a major crash. Another officer has tracked them down.
However, Debbie is the other dog is located. Both occupants
She's walking them back to the car now. Going into an incident, you give them very scant information, and then from that, you've then got to work out what's happened. It can be quite difficult.
A young man at the scene is reported to have been driving. The car has sustained massive damage. Luckily, neither occupant needs urgent medical attention.
He's lucky, real lucky. Look at that.
He was led on there and she was in the middle of the road down there. I think she wasn't happy with the crash.
So she just walked off because she wanted to get away. You know, you've just got to look at the near side front of that vehicle and just see the intrusion on it, at the engine, and you can see that has collided with a tree. You can actually see the parts of the tree on there, and it's just mirrored. It's just mirrored the tree, and that is the impact is on the front passenger side. So she was very lucky. Very lucky. What's he hit? That tree there. See that hit there.
We just want to investigate what's happened, you know, see if there are any offences disclosed, and then deal with those offences.
Yeah, it is this tree, Deb. You see all the parts of the vehicle.
The officers suspect this is not a simple misjudgment on a dark road. They believe the young man has been drinking, so they decide to perform a road breathalyzer test.
Hi, are you okay? How you doing?
Officers are investigating a car crash on a rural road. The suspect who fled the scene has been caught and breathalyzed.
74 you've blown.
The legal limit is 35.
He's blown 74 and Debbie's nicking him for drink driving.
The young man is placed under arrest.
Can you move at all? What are your injuries like? Oh, okay. Okay, do you want to hold on to me, or are you okay, or you alright, are you?
PC Smith takes the man to rest in the police car.
Are you travelling from that direction, from down?
It's me being a dick, basically.
Okay. Okay, alright, don't worry, we're in a situation now, so we just got to deal with it. So, alright, don't panic or anything like that.
And there's no point in shouting at people, because that can sometimes aggravate the situation. So it's just having the confidence to say to someone, this is what's happening and this is how we're going to do it, and just trying to clearly sort of explain to them in a sort of like quite a non-confrontational way, you know, that this is what's going to happen next.
I accept everything for you.
Yeah, I think she's just a little bit bumped and bruised. Very much.
She's a bit scared and nuts.
Yeah. Okay. Don't worry, that's right. We have, yeah, but we'll see what we need to look after you as well, don't we?
Now PC Smith must make a decision if the man is well enough to go straight to police custody.
What are your injuries? What can you tell me? Is that where did you have your seatbelt on? Yeah, it's probably where you were.
That's the one thing I did.
Yeah, that's good. Well, it may be because you've had your seatbelt and you've sort of like gone. Okay, alright. It'll sort itself out, so alright. Just be careful, alright.
As the pair have sustained injuries during the crash, they'll be taken to hospital before being questioned.
He's a 21-year-old lad, probably an inexperienced driver. You know, you mix that with alcohol. It is dark. You look up there, it's just an unlit road. And he's miscalculated it, and that's through alcohol as well. And he's just very, very lucky to get out there alive, or you know, unscathed. Oh, was she?
Yeah, because she blames him, obviously.
Yeah.
She's been drinking, he's been drinking.
Well, they're both to blame.
Yeah.
You know, she's to blame for getting in the car with him. She could have always said no. Are we just waiting for recovery, Deb?
Yeah.
Okay.
With the road blocked, officers must stay on the scene to prevent further accidents.
We do get a lot of resources dedicated to alcohol-related crime. That does take a lot of police time. It's people's responsibility to look after themselves. It's not the police responsibility to look after them. They've got to take sort of, amount of care to look after themselves.
Busy.
Busy. Right, even these people look young to me.
And you're young.
And I'm young. They look like 12. You deal with absolutely everyone on a Friday, Saturday night. When there's alcohol involved, it brings a different side out in people. People in their 50s, people in their 20s, underage, people that shouldn't even be out drinking. There isn't a category of what your drunk and disorderly person on a Saturday night is, because it just tends to be everybody.
It's Saturday night. PC Spears has crewed up with PC Dring. They're patrolling Cheltenham city centre.
Who brings their dog out?
And in the control room, calls are coming in thick and fast.
People on their bikes with fireworks, if they hit anyone, someone's on the floor.
So a neighbour's not just died, she's saying that the neighbour's deceased a while back and now there's someone in her property.
They had like hoods over masks on and were driving around.
We've got another job, similar sort of things.
Yeah, fighting with staff, that's got to be the same, yeah?
QRT Papa Delta 9173, have I?
Hotel 31. You ready for grade 1, please? Male being very aggressive.
A call has come in about a disturbance at a local bar.
He's been very aggressive. Other customers complaining and biting him, feel scared. The caller also says that the male's a ex-police officer.
Yep, safe house. Not ideal.
Not ideal.
Not ideal at all.
A suspected participant in the altercation is reported to be an ex-police officer.
So we've been called to a aggressive male at one of the bars up at top of Montpellier. Apparently it's an ex-police officer, but I don't know any more than that.
Unfortunately, it is a part of our job. We are dealing with the public. Police make up the public, and that can sometimes mean we are involved with one of our own, which can get quite awkward at the best of times.
Are you staff here?
Yeah, I'm the manager, yeah.
Right, okay. Do you know actually what's happened, or?
Yeah, so
basically,
just one person at a time.
And God knows how much. Many times they got warned quite a few times by staff members.
They were just asked to leave. They got
yeah,
really
I've gone up to them. I've
about
asked them to leave. They were like, "Look, I want a policy about vaping, all of this." And then he's turned around basically saying I was an ex-cop, this and that, I know the law, this and that.
Okay.
And then it was just literally get your manager, I want to see the policy, and then it's just escalated from there.
A party of 3 are refusing to move after they were asked to leave when vaping on the premises.
Hang on, let me just speak to...
Yeah, no,
hang on.
but I just said I'm trying to get...
Just...
No!
PC Spears identifies the ex-officer mentioned in the reports.
Should we just go and have a chat?
No, I actually want him arrested for assaulting me, the manager.
If the person involved in the incident is either a serving or an ex-police officer, it can be quite difficult.
Because he was... it was all over a vape.
Let's go and have a chat the other side.
But at the end of the day, that person's a member of the public, whether they are still serving or a retired or off-duty officer. So you have to deal with them as you would any other member of the public.
Right, excuse me, just come in, because we can't have you shouting and swearing like that. I'm going to ask you to walk, otherwise we...
Get your hand off.
Right, you need to go.
Me?
You need to go.
You've been asked to leave.
Please.
What a fucking...
Right.
Just let me...
I know, but we can't have this in front of all these members of the public.
For what?
She needs to calm herself down. Right, if you carry on swearing, you're going to find yourself under arrest.
For what?
For a public order offence. For a public order offence. I've just told you many times. A public order offence.
It's fine, honestly. And do you know what? This was all because...
Right, I've warned you. If you swear, I know, mate. But
look, we're going.
Take her away, please.
With the party safely removed from the bar, the police go to check on the staff.
We will deal with what we see.
job at the end of the day.
No, exactly, and we will deal with what we see when we arrive.
Yeah, just if he comes back, he shouldn't do. He's gone now. But if he does, just give us a call. Come straight.
The ex-officer has returned, but this time to have a more peaceful conversation with PC Spears.
I'm so sorry.
Mate, it's all right.
I know you can't,
but
I'm so sorry.
it's okay. You have to obviously appreciate.
I'm just so
we
angry.
can only deal with what we see.
I'm really sorry.
No, it's okay.
And I should have said the things. I'm really.
Okay.
I need to try and do your job.
That's fine.
It's pretty standard for a Saturday night to have conflict in bars and pubs. That's what we generally get called out to the most. Obviously, it's a bit more tricky, and you find out that it's somebody that used to work for us. We still treat it the same, and just moving them on and making sure that no further offences occur, if any, and helping out the bar staff.
PC's Spears and Dring continue their patrol of the city.
Town is busy.
Very busy.
And it doesn't take long for the next job to come through.
You're any Cheltenham Mobile available, grade 1, please come in.
In Gloucester.
Just follow him.
He wants it in his account. I thought he 300 bar. That means money, pounds. Cheltenham Tim.
PC's Spears and Dring have had a busy night.
He's given him till 12 o'clock to get 300 bar into his bank account, but it's 4 minutes past 12. So, shall I let him know? There are some times when you do feel tired, especially if it's been a busy night. You've been dealing with people that are drunk. Yeah, it can be quite tiring.
But it's not over yet.
Someone's having a good Saturday.
You're any Cheltenham Mobile available, grade 1, please come in.
3-1, we're literally Hanover Street, we'll do it.
3-1, thank you.
They've been called to reports of a man walking in the road.
Alpha Hotel 32, say 12.
Oh.
Hello.
Yeah, his number's
You haven't seen anyone walking in the middle of the road, have you? It wasn't. I don't know if it was yourself. Someone's just called the police to say there was someone stumbling around and jumping in the middle of the road.
He's here.
Oh right. Oh right.
Oh.
That'll be who we're there for then. Sorry about that. We'll come out and have a chat with you. All right.
But reports are not what they seem.
We just wanted to make sure. Oh dear.
Oh, you are.
Trolleyed. Hello.
Yeah, I found him passed out on the floor. I didn't want to leave him.
No, that's fair enough.
While he has not committed a crime, the man is in no state to be left alone.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I'll tell you what. We'll lie him down. Okay. As long as he doesn't hit his head, we'll just.
Yeah, the last one will be.
What we'll do is we'll straighten him out. Take his hand out of his pocket.
All right.
Put this one underneath his.
There comes a time where you've had enough to drink, having a good time, taking it that far that you're lying on the concrete in the middle of the street with none of your friends by your side. It's not my idea of a fun night.
What's your name, mate?
What's your name?
Hello, mate. Hello. Hey, it's the police.
It's the police.
We're just trying to help you, mate. Oh, steady on. You alright?
We need to get you home, don't we?
Someone's called the police. They're a bit concerned about you. Oh, don't lean back.
Where's your ID, mate? Give me your ID. There we go. Oh, you got a...
Do you know the address? And a golf ball. Look at that. He's giving you a present.
Oh, thanks so much.
He's got another 2 in there.
Is he?
There we go. Can I have them?
I couldn't work out whether we're in fancy dress pub gold.
Got ya. Oh, I don't mind dealing with drunk people, but it's the sheer volume of drunk people that we do deal with. They're really hard to try and talk to, especially when they are extremely intoxicated. You find that sometimes you can't even get a word in. You can't reason with that person. Where do you live, mate? What's your address? So we can try and get you back there. Go on, keep going. Where is it? Go on, you're nearly there. There's a what?
There's a long road.
A long road. What's your address? Go on, so we can get you back there. If we find that person to be vulnerable, we can't just leave them in the middle of the street, lying on the floor drunk, not knowing who they are, where their friends are, or where their family is, or even where they live. So we do spend a lot of time sort of chasing our tails, trying to find out who that person is and how we can help them to get home. Let's get your phone out.
Where's your phone?
Oh, I don't know.
Should we try and check your pockets?
It's in his back pocket.
Ah, fantastic. I'll tell you what then, if we get your phone out, if you're able to unlock it, I'll try and call your mum.
That's gonna brick.
Yeah.
No,
We did have it earlier. I was trying to get to unlock.
Well, we either call your mum or you tell us where you live, if you can remember. You have to start a conversation with them, try and find out as much as you can about them. You sort of have to ask opening questions, lead them on a little bit, and try and trigger that vital bit of information that may identify where they live or who they are. Right, we're going to try and call your mum. I know you don't want to, but you... Well,
So,
unless you can tell us...
I live on the end of it with the petrol station.
Yeah.
On that end, I live there.
Right, well let's get you there then. Do you know, if we take you there, you're going to be able to point it out?
Yes.
You are?
With some persistence, PC Spears has figured out the man's address.
We put him in the passenger side at the back.
But now they have to safely get him there.
Right. Park yourself, turn around. Watch your head, watch your head.
Phone?
We'll sort that out in a minute. We're trying to contact your mum, aren't we? But you can't...
Look it again for me.
You can't lie back like that. You can't lie back on the seat like that. Spin your legs in. We'll take you there.
It can be frustrating when dealing with someone who's so incredibly intoxicated because it does just take so much time of our valuable resources. No, you're not leaning over. We're not a taxi, but sometimes we do become a taxi service. I hate to say it, because we're better off dropping that person home than us leaving them there. You need to sit upright.
This is very depressing.
Come on, you can fall asleep when you get home, not now. It's not our job to be a babysitter, but we find ourselves doing it very, very often.
It's funny because
It's not.
I'm wasting your time.
Wow, that is very true. But we're doing you a favour, aren't we?
You're doing me more than a favour.
Oh, I'm glad you recognise that. This is a brand new car. Please don't dribble on it. Let him. Where have you been tonight?
Nowhere and anywhere.
Here, there and everywhere.
Got a few golf balls.
I have plenty of golf balls. I don't know where they came from.
What's your mum going to say when we knock on the door?
You ain't getting anywhere near my mum.
Wow. I need to make sure that you get inside the address, alright?
It's just beyond the lights.
Okay.
You give me a dead arm now. Sit yourself up.
They have successfully located the man's home.
Task number 1, we've got here. Task number 2 is getting him out the car.
Oh, getting you out of the car is not going to be a problem.
Oh,
it's going to be
You're not giving me much hope.
Do you reckon it's actually on
stand upright. That's the.
Yeah, true.
Upstairs.
Is this home?
Yeah.
Although home, he's not safe yet.
Don't let yourself out.
For fuck's sake.
Oh. You're right.
Has he got any injuries or is he alright?
I don't know.
Nope, it looks good to me.
One.
Right, let's walk to the front of your block. Where do you live? Do you live at this front door?
Yes.
Right, come on. Right, hang on then. Go on then. Right, okay. Right, we've taken him home. We've popped him on the bed, thankfully. In the state that he was in, he's got no injuries, thankfully. So
No, and he will go to bed and probably feel a bit sorry for himself in the morning.
get one foot up then, left foot up. Hang on, because I need to pick your hat up.
Focus. I haven't certainly seen someone that drunk for a long time.
I wonder if he'll remember in the morning
I
to
don't
thank
think
us.
he will.
Probably not, but we've done our job and
Yeah.
that's what we're here to do, isn't it? So.
All in a night's work.
A normal member of the public, if they'd seen one of those incidents, that'd stick with them for a very, very long time, and we're exposed to that on a daily basis. But I absolutely love my job. I couldn't imagine myself doing anything else. I see myself staying in this job for a very, very, very long time. I just absolutely enjoy it.
Over the past 6 weeks, we've seen the relentless nighttime challenges faced by the Gloucestershire Police.
Stand back! I haven't caught my breath on the last one.
Look at this. Wow. So much blood. Get in, we can see where he's come from.
I'll go around the back. People do think that police officers are just really brave, we don't get scared about things. I think we get used to dealing with more scary things, but you're always scared. You've got to be scared. If you don't have fear, you're not alert to what possibly can happen to you.
Help me now! Come on in! Come on in!
Get down on the floor and stay down on the floor.
My mum, I don't think she knows the full extent of what goes on.
I've got one running! Right! Wait! Get on the floor! Get on the floor!
More so now than ever, I think, because there's quite a lot of hostility towards the police. She is a little bit worried.
Push it down, else you're getting sprayed! It's not me! Oi! So he just grabbed me up and that's alright, is it?
I definitely get scared. We've all got families to go home to. And if you wake up in the morning off a night shift and your kids see you with a black eye or a thick lip or some sort of injury, it's not nice for them, is it?
And these officers bravely face the dangers every single night.
Right, the moment you're detained, I wanted to be working in a team of people that had the same goals and mindset as me, and to be part of a team where you're actually achieving something. You know, that child that's got lost, or that person that says they're going to commit suicide.
Take my phone off me, I swear on my life.
We've got to take your phone, stop.
It's just
It's in your property.
I became a police officer to help those that are most vulnerable and to support those that need us and need our help.
We just want to get you to cells and get you to bed and get you some water like you've asked for.
I think that without us and our support, a lot of people would fall through the cracks, and we are the people that are going to save them.
I believe a male's been assaulted, quite a lot of blood coming from his face.
My mum and dad are both very proud of what I do. They were in the police, they've got decades between them. The job has changed so much since they were in uniform. You're under arrest for a threat. At its core, it's still the same. We're still helping people. We're still trying to prevent crime. Alright, can't be swear. I think they're proud.
I swear to fucking God, I will kill someone in a minute.
I love being a police officer. I enjoy being able to go out there and help people. I really enjoy being able to investigate.
Right, you're not listening to me, so this way, I'm going to put you in handcuffs, okay?
It's definitely a job that comes with its frustrations, you know, it's not your everyday job.
Listen to me and walk away.
But some of the people that I work with and have worked with, you know, are absolutely amazing.
Get on the floor now, get on the floor now. Don't resist. I'm not resisting.
They've got him, Bill.
Amazing. I absolutely love my job, yeah. Especially now on the dog section, it's a different world. And I've got my best mate with me all the time, so it's all good.
If you make any sudden movements, he'll bite you. Police officer with taser.
Being a police officer has made me stronger. It's made me value my family. Let's have a look at your neck, okay? Just give us 2 seconds. Re-look at my life and how I'm living, and how lucky I am.
Just keep the pressure on, all right? You're doing everything right.
We see a lot of people that have had very, very tough lives, and they're the ones that need the help.
Get in the van, final chance, or you're going to be parted.
I'm proud of what I do. I'm proud of the constabulary I work for, and I'm proud of the people I work with.
Okay, he's breathing. Yes, we got a breath.
When you have such a good team, you couldn't be any prouder.
To a boil with the police officer where he has had to be restrained.
Not your lot fault, is it? Mine, you ain't got work.
If you carry on swearing, you're going to find yourself under arrest.
For what?
Okay, do you want to hold on to me, or are you okay, or...?
Home to Britain's most dangerous criminals. We dare to go inside HMP Wakefield for Evil Behind Bars. Brand new next Monday at 9. And how does a woman vanish into thin air? Murder My Sweetheart. The killing of Dolores McRae investigates. Brand new Thursday at 9. Next, Casualty 24/7.
police emergency.
Every night in Britain,
Okay, we'll get police making to you as a grade 1 emergency.
officers of the law
Yeah, that's noted. We're just round the corner.
clock on
You have to put the stop on now.
Unlock the door! Unlock the door now!
to keep the peace and protect us
I need to get you home safe.
while we sleep.
Police officer taser! Stay now!
You're under arrest for a possession of load article.
I love the night shift. It's my favourite shift.
I'm not having that.
Sometimes it can just go mental for no reason.
Can you get us out of Captain Aaron? Move, move, move!
Hey! Down on the ground!
We filmed with Gloucestershire Constabulary
Police officer with a taser! Show me your hands now!
following their 999 response team.
Oscar Tango 59, Oscar Tango 59.
Mate! Move on! Stay where you are!
And specialist units
What's Tango 2? There's more fighting going on.
Can we have an ambulance, please?
to show the highs
Should we go? Yeah, let's go.
and the lows.
Got any weapons on you or anything like that?
Weapons? It's got Big Willie. I'm so sorry, my darling.
Not darling.
of the night shift.
I love working nights. It's when you get the chance to catch that old-fashioned career criminal. I thrive on that because I joined the police to lock criminals up.
That escalated quickly, didn't it?
QR to any available traffic mobile able to attend on the M5 northbound near to junction 14, please. We've had reports of a multiple vehicle RTC with reports of possible fatalities. All available traffic units to attend, please.
Every collision, like you know, has potentially got serious nature to it. It's always more of a challenge to deal with, especially when it's on the motorway.
It's early evening, and Roads Policing Officer Sergeant Gladwin has only just started his night shift when an urgent call to attend an RTC has come through.
You just go into focus mode really and like do the job you're trained to do. One unit's almost there now. We're about 5 minutes away. Initial reports are it could be quite serious.
The crash is on the opposite carriageway, and it's not known how serious it is.
We don't know the cause at this stage, so we remain open-minded and we just look at all the facts when we get there. But there's also reports of debris on the other carriageway as well, so we've got to be mindful of that as we're going down, that we're not going to hit any debris when we're travelling at 155 mile an hour.
Before he reaches the accident, he spots another vehicle in trouble.
We're just coming up to what looks like a car fire on this side of the road as well, which is not good.
And then just as I'm driving down, I see a huge plume of smoke coming up and I start to wonder what's going on. And just as I come around the corner, I see a truck on fire.
With thick smoke pouring across the motorway, making driving dangerous, Sergeant Gladwin decides to stop.
Right, we're going to have to close the road. It was a quick situation, not something you always come across, but when you do, you have to react to it and make sure everyone's safe. Oscar Tango 2, I've just come across a car fire at 11305 on the Alpha, so I've had to shut the road this side. Can someone get out of fire for me, please? When smoke goes across a road, like the last thing you want is vehicles going through that at 70 mile an hour with the potential risk of even more RTCs.
With the motorway closed, he checks that all the truck's occupants are safe.
You guys from it, are you? Yeah. Right, just stand hard shoulder, just got fire coming. Okay, whose is the caravan? Is that yours as well? You've moved it away, have you? Yeah.
With other units still on the way to deal with the RTC, they stop to see if they can help.
No, you go down to that one. Luckily, I saw that quite early on from the smoke, so we could try and get it slowed down, and now we've got a bit of control.
But until the fire brigade arrive, there is still potential danger, especially if the fire spreads to the caravan next to it.
You've got to consider the risk that a if a gas canister goes up, then it can have catastrophic effects. So we need to create space, allow for fire to come and do their job. Right, we can go and stand back behind the lorry because that's probably going to explode shortly. It's lucky that everyone's managed to get out already, because you don't see a car go on fire like that very often. That's just literally gone up like a fireball really, and like the tyres and everything are going to start exploding. So that's why I've just got to get it all stopped and get everyone safe.
Rhodes policing officer Sergeant Gladwin was on his way to one emergency call when he spotted another.
Right, we're going to have to close the road. Not a great situation now.
A truck towing a caravan has burst into flames and is starting to explode.
Right, just down the hard shoulder, just got fire coming. Right, if we can go and stand back behind the lorry, because that's probably going to explode shortly.
Dealing with two serious incidents on the same stretch of motorway is challenging for all the emergency services.
Hiya. Not everyone's okay here, I think. Yeah, there's another accident just further down. That's where everyone else is going to. By the time that's finished, there'll be nothing left but a pile of rubble. It's just getting more and more intense. It just shows how things can quickly change and develop and what can happen on the motorway. The chances of us being there then like we were, like to get it closed off so quickly and potentially protect all these people that were going to come through this, doesn't bear thinking about what could have happened.
The driver of the lorry was one of the first to stop and help. He tells Sergeant Gladwin what he saw.
I was just coming down there, I see all the black smoke. Everyone's just going past it, and I thought, oh, I'll block this lane up. And then I see you, and I was just like, towards the over.
So it already come onto a stop when you see...
they were pushing the caravan.
Guys, let's go back a bit further because it's... Thank you for stopping anyway.
No, you know what it's like.
It's mainly the tyres because all the the air's just expanding.
The air expanding in fire,
it's just
getting
going
bigger and bigger and bigger.
There we go. There's another one gone. That's 3 or 4 now. We're going to, it's like a firework display going on there. That's one of the worst I've seen, that's for sure. There's not a lot I can do about putting that fire out, so I've just got to stand there and wait until the experts from the fire brigade can come along and put it out. And it can feel like a long time when you're waiting, having the motorway shut, just stood there doing nothing, watching it exploding.
But luckily for Sergeant Gladwin, he doesn't have to wait much longer.
No, let's try and get it sorted. If you're struggling, give me 5 minutes and I'll try to do it. Obviously, we've got to go.
There is also news from the original call for a potential serious RTC up ahead.
All right, yeah, just...
Occupant not moving, possibly deceased, to a non-injury.
Right. Yeah. Oh, well, that's good at least. Rostanger 6-3. And the northbound can be reopened now if the RTC sorted on the other side and allows to.
Thank you very much. Yard Oscar Foxtrot 6-3.
With the fire out and the motorway partially reopening, Sergeant Gladwin can deal with the driver.
Right, 2 minutes.
Was that a white Ford Ranger you're with?
Well, it was.
Yeah, no reports present. Insurance not held.
That could be a genuine reason how the vehicle isn't shown as insured. If they haven't, then it's very unlucky because they're going to have to cover that, and it's quite an expensive car damage there today. Highways England will try and claim for any damages which normally would come off insurance. If they haven't got any insurance to cover that, then yeah, the cost is going to come onto them because it's not cheap to close a road off to repair. Is it your vehicle?
Yes.
Yeah? Have you got your driving licence on you? Have you got insurance?
Yep.
Do you know who with?
With Aviva.
Because it's showing as having no insurance at the moment.
Sorry?
It's showing as having no insurance.
I don't have insurance?
Yeah, the car is shown as having no insurance.
No. The driver is convinced he has an insurance policy and checks for his documents.
They are adamant they're insured, but now he's starting to go through his bank and see if his transactions over the last couple of months, and don't think he's finding anything at the moment. The biggest loss right now is going to be for himself. Like, he's the one who's going to have lost the vehicle. He's the one who the recovery costs are all going to come from, and who the repair costs for the motorway are going to come from. So those things that we sort of take for granted with insurance, maybe on him right now. Also add to the fact that if he hasn't got insurance, I'll be giving him a ticket, which would be a £300 fine and 6 points. On the 5th of May, that drops off our system then, so the insurance is gone. It's very odd for it just to drop away. Why? I would suggest they've cancelled the policy for some reason.
But they've done anything colour.
They should have sent you a letter or something like that, so therefore you're not insured, which is obviously now a problem because you've got a vehicle that's just been lost. Then it's going to cost thousands to repair the carriageway potentially, and normally that will come off an insurance claim.
Then where is taken to the caravan?
That will be to a garage in Gloucester. So not a great day really right now, is it?
Sergeant Gladwin has more bad news for the driver.
Unfortunately, because there is no insurance in place, that's an absolute offence. I'm going to have to give you a ticket for that, which is 6 points and a £300 fine to add on top of everything else that's gone on.
Anything with the points license?
Anything with the points? What, to not do it? Unfortunately, I've got no choice on this matter. Like, with the consequences of this around like the damage caused to the motorway being shut for half an hour, but if no one had insurance and everything happened like this, then it wouldn't be great, would it? Cars don't really just blow up, so there's normally something has caused this in some way or other. Now, whether that's neglect around servicing and maintenance.
Are you happy to be open up lane 2 and 3?
I think so, aren't we? We're all in place now?
Yeah,
right. I shall do that now.
The motorway is fully reopened, but with a 10-mile tailback, it'll be a while before the traffic is cleared.
It's so important your insurance is up to date, and there's no way saying he wasn't aware. Like, insurance companies don't just cancel policy without sending letters or giving warnings. These people were lucky to be able to get out of it. You know, when you think with all the fuel on board, it's just an explosion waiting to happen. Unexpected start to the night this was, but that's policing for you. You just never know what's going to happen. Do you want a hand to get it all in?
Yeah, I'll be alright.
It's 9 p.m. and local policing officers PCs Gummery and Bond are leaving their third call about antisocial behaviour of the evening.
Everyone's just tied up now with stuff, so it's just at a point where there's no one to go to anything that's coming in.
People love calling stuff in as well and then driving off.
Yeah.
And like saying, oh, they're fighting, but fighting could mean arguing, it could mean anything. So, and obviously them in the control room, they can only grade it on what words are used. So a lot of the time, it's not helpful.
Kicking off.
Yeah, kicking off.
Is one. Oh my god, someone's kicking off, and you think, yeah, but what does that mean? Like, can you quantify that? Because,
They like saying verbally aggressive as well.
I don't blame people for that. They're not exposed to it, but it can just make it a bit difficult.
They head back to the station for a break. But as they get there, a member of the public needs their help.
I mean, it's a standard scam that I've heard about, you know, for a long time. But it's never happened to me before.
Right, okay.
And I want to know what practical steps I have to take in order to get rid of this problem.
Okay.
The man has received an email and is worried he's being scammed.
Do you have a QuickBooks account?
Just been advised to try and open a coin,
Bitcoin, yeah.
Bitcoin.
From my experience, it's just a standard email they send out to everyone.
Absolutely.
To try and get you to send them money.
Yes.
And then that's it.
Well, I don't want to.
Yeah, so my advice would be change your passwords and delete it. Have you got mobile banking on here?
Yes.
Yeah. Have you check your bank to see if anything's gone out? Any transactions you don't recognise? Do you want to go in and have your food? No.
No, it's all right. Is it just? Yeah. No, it's fine.
But yeah. To be honest with you, I get like 5 of those a day. But yeah, they normally go through to like your spam and your junk, but some of them are quite convincing. But the fact on there, it says dollars and Bitcoin, and it's just a general email address. They've not disclosed your name, anything like that. It's just a general email that someone out there sends out in mass.
Yeah.
I wouldn't worry. I've had those before.
All right.
It's just general. There's nothing on there that points anything out to me that would say you need to be worried.
So I need to delete it?
Yeah, I delete it, ignore it, and then just monitor everything just to make sure. Change your passwords to give you a peace of mind.
Well, of course, it's bank holiday on Monday.
Yeah.
And it's Sunday tomorrow.
Yeah.
So I can't go into Nationwide.
You got your cash card on you?
Yes.
Yeah, go to the cash machine, check your balance on there.
Yeah.
But no, I wouldn't be too worried. If it said your first name, surname, disclosed your address, your IP address, all those sort of things, then I'd be worried.
With my address, I'm looking for somewhere to rent.
Yeah.
And they're a bit like hen's teeth.
No, it's not easy, is it?
So if you've got room in here, I'll come and sleep in there for
it's a nice place, isn't it? Okay. Pleasure to meet you. Take care. Look after yourself. All right.
The man is reassured by PC Gummery, but with online scamming becoming more common, it probably won't be the last time he offers advice. Near Gloucester, PC Webb, aka Bear, of the Roads Policing Unit is solo on his night shift.
I've been in the police service now for 19 years, 19 enjoyable years. It's certainly been a roller coaster, ups and downs. Luckily more ups and downs, which is good.
A speeding car has attracted his attention.
I was driving up the motorway and I could see initially that the number plates were illegal. And then as I pulled up in front of the vehicle, because I wanted to put my rear sign on to pull him over to say, follow me off the motorway. It was at that point I could see that his driver's windows and passenger window were tinted as well.
Any idea why I might stopped you? I've also stopped you because of your windows. So we've stopped a vehicle for speed and also a number of offences. Tinted window, tinted number plate, legal number plate. But we're just going to measure the tints on the windows and go from there.
When I stop somebody for speeding, it's important to be kind and courteous. That might be the only interaction they've ever had with the police. So it's important I don't go in there all guns blazing and, I speak to them like human beings, because at the end of the day, they haven't committed an atrocity.
Having had a word with the driver about his speed, PC Webb has now turned his attention to the car windows.
This is what we call a tint man, okay? This measures the amount of light that comes from the outside to the inside of the cabin. Yeah. So I pop that on the inside. And you can see it's only letting 20%. That's why I can tell straight away they're illegal. So believe it or not, you've already committed offence which I can give you a fine for. Yeah. However, you seem quite reasonable. What I'm not going to allow you to do is drive away with the tints like that. So if you want to start taking them out, I won't give you the fine, and then in that time I can do the checks on your driver's license and everything else. Is that fair enough? Depending on how long it's been on there and how well it's baked on, might be a little bit challenging. Yeah, people do struggle. Try not to scratch your mouse, but there you go, there you go.
He has effectively done that because it makes his car look nicer. There's no reason to give him a fine.
I'm going to give you a warning about the speeding. You're taking these out.
From the outset, he was totally compliant. He was reasonable. He gets it. I explained to him and I measure the windows. I tell him about the number plates. Although it's quite difficult to take tinted windows out, depending on how long they've been on, he was quite happy to do it at the roadside in order to escape a fine.
License in order, insurance is in order. You've committed a minor indiscretion with the speed.
As long as you can do your job and it's comfortable.
That's it, yeah.
It's a nice day now.
And I get to look at a beautiful car whilst it's stationary. I gave him words of advice about his number plates, which he would get rectified. I was satisfied he would do it because he was willing to take them out of the roadside for the windows, which is the main safety aspect because he was driving at night.
With the man on his way, PC Webb is back on patrol, now heading towards Tewkesbury.
Van went past me, and I just happened to look in my rear view mirror and I could see it had no rear lights on, which is a prohibitable offence for a motor vehicle.
Intending on giving the driver a bit of advice, he turns and gets the van driver to pull over.
Quite a fast stretch of road, and unfortunately for me, the way the driver stopped, although he did pull into the lay-by, he positioned his vehicle in such a way where the door was open, it was into the carriageway.
PC Webb has no choice but to stand right on the carriageway to talk to the driver.
Your headlights were on as you went past me, and then as you went past me, there were no lights shown at all to the back of your vehicle. Sorry? You put them on now?
Are they on now?
Are they on now? I'll have a look in a sec. Is your door open? Where's your key? Just take the key out for it.
You're on your own, are you?
Yeah.
But my intention was just to sort of say, your lights aren't working, and then let him on his way and just inform him, really. But it didn't pan out like that.
Have you had anything to drink tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Alright. I can smell alcohol in your breath. How much have you had to drink?
A few pints.
A few pints, okay. Because I don't know you, and we're on a bit of busy road. I'm just going to put some handcuffs on you. The reason being, I'll put them on nice. You're not happy with it, I don't care whether you're happy with it or not. Okay? So I'm going to breathalyse you, but in order for me to breathalyse you, I need you to take you back to the car, and obviously we're on a busy side of the road.
The road is a busy carriageway used by HGVs.
Where are we going then?
Hey? I'm not going to let you go home now.
What time are you then?
Worried that the man is not complying, PC Webb calls for backup.
I'm thinking this could be a flashpoint with the handcuffs. If I get my handcuffs out and start putting them on straight away, that could be a flashpoint. So I said, well, okay, I'm going to wait here. I'm going to get some colleagues to me.
Is there anyone who can join me on the, I'm not entirely sure where I am, between Teddington and Tewkesbury, Ashchurch? Stopped a vehicle, he's being a bit obstructive, and I'm on a really dark stretch of road.
Not really, am I?
Well, you are, because I said I just need to put handcuffs on you, just to ensure my safety.
Unfortunately for me, he has quite a power position because he's high up in the seat. I'm quite short for a police officer. He's got the height over me.
No, don't have any water.
Drinking water could interfere with the results of the breath test.
I can't. Stop messing about.
No, you
I will
can't grab me.
I then reach up and try and grab the bottom of water, and that's when a struggle ensues.
No, you can't do it.
I'm now in a precarious position. He pushes me back out of the van, and it's at that point this heavy goods lorry how it misses me, I don't know.
I don't need.
All right, we'll just put your hands out.
Put it in your pocket then.
Where are they, please? Hey?
I don't need your pockets. I want to get a drink of water and you're telling me I can't.
No, you can't have it. I need to breathalyse you.
He then spits this water out into my face.
You are a fucking idiot.
Mate, come on now.
You really are.
Whilst all these things are happening, I'm thinking I might die here.
PC Webb is on patrol and has stopped a driver to tell him his lights are out.
You're on your own, are you?
Yeah.
He suspects the man has been drinking.
I can smell alcohol in your breath. How much have you had to drink?
A few pints.
They are on a busy carriageway and heavy goods lorries are thundering by.
Grab me? I am grabbing you. I'm telling you what to do.
You can't do that.
I can.
The man is becoming violent, and PC Web has asked for backup.
Where are they, please? Mate, come on. No. He's still high up. So he starts throwing punches. I'm trying to get my handcuffs out. I'm trying to manage to get one handcuff almost on. Another lorry goes past, and I'm now thinking, this is getting really, really serious now.
Leave me alone.
Mate, you're under arrest for assault, police.
Oh, fuck.
Okay.
You're not police.
I am police. Yeah, right.
Fearing for his life, PC Web presses his emergency button.
State 0, please. Come on. Assistance, please.
Several units make it.
I've pressed my state 0 button, something which I never thought I would do.
Oh, don't do that way.
When you press your state 0 button, the GPS tells everyone where you are.
Alright now,
Keep what we are in.
And all that time, you're thinking everything. You're thinking of what you need to do to get this mail, but you're also thinking of your family and all the other.
CS deployed.
CS deployed, that's good.
SVS spray him in the face, because I'm now thinking if he does manage to overpower me because of the position he's in, and he gets out on his toes and starts running across the fields, he won't get very far if he can't see.
Mate, stay.
No. I want you to fucking stay after you spray that in my face.
I'm focusing then not falling in the carriageway, because it's pitch black. I'm trying all my strength just to keep him in the van, to keep him safe, to try and stop us both from getting run over. And it's not a long time. I couldn't tell you how long it was, but it felt like an age, but it might have been only 5 minutes.
Let's get some cuffs on him. Don't try and grab him.
Mine on the floor. I'll take all of them, mate.
Cheers, yeah. Oscar Tango 56. Two of my colleagues have arrived.
I was very pleased. This is by far away, by a long way. Yeah, something that stay with me.
Nothing interesting so far. You just never know.
Yeah, anything could happen, mate. Anything could happen.
10 p.m. and it's a quiet night shift so far for police constables Spears and Williamson.
So when it's quite quiet, we will patrol sort of hotspots where criminality is known to take place. If we're in the right places at the right time, we can often, come across stuff and we can deal with it.
We're the pair that are going to try and leave everything out there and make sure that we get the results that the community are looking for.
QR20 Cheltenham mobiles available for a Grays one, please. We've had reports of a disturbance at the one-stop shop. At the estate, there's an intoxicated female. She's causing issues there.
There's a woman that's very, very drunk and she's causing issues in a shop. The shopkeeper said, "I'm going to call the police." She has, and I quote, said, "Get him, I'll sort him out."
Silly sausage.
A call has come in about a potential shoplifter.
You can't reason with a drunk person, so it's be nice, be nice, be nice. 216.
Police officers are already at the scene, but with the intoxicated lady refusing to cooperate, PC Spears and Williamson are providing backup.
She's walked in, said she's thirsty, picked up the wine, got it to the till, started drinking it, and they said just pay for it and they've gone. She paid for the vape, so all she's going to do is pay for that and then they'll go.
She hasn't paid for this. You haven't paid
for
for
what?
No, but it's...
You need to pay for the wine that you drank. If you don't, then we'll arrest you for theft. Simple.
PC Spears is trying to persuade the lady that as she's paid for other goods, she should just do the same for the wine.
I'm not going to stand here and argue about it all day. Pay for the wine. Let's not be silly. It doesn't need to get to this, does it? You've helped yourself. Yeah. Come on. Let's just pay for it and then we will go. Come on.
Arresting is the last thing we want to do. You're taking away somebody's liberty at the end of the day. You're putting them potentially in handcuffs and putting them in a cell. So we don't want to do it unnecessarily, but there are some times where people just push the boundaries where there is no other option.
Another thing, look, come on.
Are you refusing to pay for it?
I'm not refusing.
Well, let's do it then.
Pay for it.
Because we can't stand here all night.
Then go on then.
I'm not paying for it. You're going to pay for it. And if you don't, then we'll just arrest you for theft. Simple. Okay, we can stand and talk about it all day.
I know.
All right, you've probably got a home to go to. We can sort this out, can't we?
It's really selfish of people to come in doing that and then just expecting somebody to accept your behaviour when it's totally out of line. It's not fair.
I did nothing wrong.
Well, you've drank wine that you haven't paid for. That is a criminal. That's theft, isn't it?
Okay, so
just pay for the wine and you can go home.
Despite multiple opportunities, the woman is still refusing to pay.
Have you got your bank card? She got a bank card.
Cash.
Oh, okay.
They want to go home. They shut. They shut. 7 minutes ago.
Staff want to shut up shop, but the woman is now claiming she has no money.
All you need to do is find your bank card, let them scan it, and tap your card.
No, I don't get paid till tomorrow.
Are you sure you haven't got means of payment in there?
No.
How do you know how much money you've got in your account?
Because my cash doesn't go into.
Right, well, let's try it.
Paid for the vape, so
let's try it.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
pay with cash.
Pay cash for that.
Are you going to pay for that, by the way?
I'm drinking it. I'm thirsty.
With the woman drinking the wine she has not paid for, the officers have no choice.
You're not drinking it.
Right.
It's
Someone's, yeah.
10 past 10. I'm going to arrest you for shoplifting, okay?
No. You're going to pop your hands behind your back because you're a little bit irate. All right? You get some cuffs on.
But you don't need to do that.
Well, we're giving you ample opportunities to pay for it. And you have
more than enough opportunities to sort it out.
They are prepared to give her one last chance.
Unless you're giving us permission to try with your bank card. Are you going to give me permission to look in your purse
Yeah.
and try with your bank card? If it works, yes.
Yeah.
Let's just try the debit card. Is it contactless? Yeah. It's approved. We've tried your bank card, which you've told us we can do. You can have the bottle of wine, you must leave and you must not return. Okay?
It's all done now.
All right? We'll put it in your bag.
Wine in the bag.
And we'll leave you. Thank you.
With the wine paid for, the woman is now free to go.
Shopkeepers don't want people coming in being abusive, stealing their goods, because at the end of the day, it's a small business. You know, every loss to them could have a detrimental effect. You know, that's one of the later opening stores around here. And if you want to keep using it, you've got to look after it and make sure that it doesn't close down because people are nicking from there.
It's 2 a.m. and PC Dudfield of the Roads Policing Unit is out on patrol. He's parked up, waiting for a job to come through.
Nights are good if they're busy, but if they're busy, that means people are victims of crime. It gives you a bit more to focus on and gives you that adrenaline rush, but if nothing's happening, it can be a long old night.
QL to any traffic units. We have received reports of a silver Subaru that's potentially been involved in a burglary. It has no number plate on the front and a suspected clone plate on the rear. We are currently checking ANPR cameras for any hits. Over.
Lovely. It's things like this keep you going. It's when not a lot's going on, that's when you get hungry and you get tired and stuff like that. And then when you've got something going on, you're thinking, yep, I'm alright, we'll keep going. A bit unclear whether it's a burglar or attempt burglary involving a silver Subaru, believed to have no plate on the front, and the plate on the rear is potentially from a cloned vehicle, so it's a little bit vague at the moment where it's gone afterwards.
While control look for the car on the cameras, PC Dudfield heads to the area where the Subaru was last seen.
Subaru Imprezas, they're quick. We've got quick cars. We obviously have to drive safely. even though we got exemptions that we can exceed the speed limit. We're all trained to drive at high speed. They drive it like they've stole it, so they have no issues with driving at speed and being dangerous. But if we can have enough mobiles in the area and ahead of it, we can potentially sting it. So bring the speeds down drastically. And if we're lucky enough to be in the right place, then we might be in the game.
He lies in wait in the area the Subaru was last spotted.
I think there's plenty of mobiles that have got involved with this, so we're just waiting for a sighting. You alright?
How you doing?
It'd be nice if it pops up, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it's been all over, so...
I know. We'll sit for 10 minutes and then just have a float around, but in the hope that somebody sights it or it does another job, innit? Cheers, dude. See you, mate. Another 5 minutes and then we'll start driving around again because I can't sit still. Basically on night, she's just like...
After an hour with no sightings, it's time to admit defeat.
I think in my head I was sort of thinking, yes, this is going to be the one. Oh well, we'll head back then, mate.
But just as he thinks things have gone quiet, a call comes in about another vehicle that's triggered police cameras.
To add to all mobiles on this channel, we've got an ANPR hit on the vehicle of interest.
This is just coming up the motorway.
The vehicle's just hit ANPR. It's got a marker on from Dorset, then it's the drug supply.
Base is intel to a vehicle that's activated the camera. Vehicle might be entering our county using the M5, so we just got a number of spec ops vehicles just heading towards the motorway so we can sight it and bring the vehicle to a halt and potentially carry out a search.
This time, the car they're looking for is a Mercedes and is heading north on the M5.
Once it's sighted, we've got a number of vehicles that have TPAC authorised, so we'll work out a plan whether we want to bring it to safe conclusion using a 3-car preemptive box. TPAC is something called tactical pursuit and containment. It's got its dangers. I mean, that's why we do plenty of training and repeat training. The aim of it is preventive pursuit. Pursuits are inherently dangerous. So once we've got 3 capable TPAC vehicles, we'll look to box the vehicle, preemptive box it, bring it to halt, and then obviously deal with the occupants, see if there's anything linked to drugs on it.
But first, they need to find the Mercedes without letting it know they are there.
I'll just turn everything off now because if the vehicle's already coming up, it might be alerted to my lights. At the moment, we're just waiting for the mobile at junction 13 to see if it's got a positive sighting of it. It's a little bit difficult when it's dark to actually work out what's what.
I've got that vehicle lane 2 at the 1 mile mark at junction 12. I'm passing it and I'm going to come off at 12.
With the vehicle in their sight, it's time to catch up with it and stop it.
There is a lane closure ahead allegedly, so we'll soon see what that does. Tango 54. There's roadworks between 12 and 11A northbound. Just be aware if we're going to bring that vehicle to a stop in that area.
Okay, roger.
We're just in the roadworks area, single lane, so we've had to back off a little bit.
With lane closures and traffic works on the motorway, the police have to slow down, which could give the Mercedes driver a chance to get away.
You're just going to keep it real, keep it cool. The danger is you can get a little bit of red mist if you ain't careful, so you got to use your tactics, use them safely, but there is a potential that it could go for it and turn into a pursuit.
On the M5, PC Dudfield and other officers are on the tail of a Mercedes with suspected links to drug dealing. To reduce the risk of a high-speed chase, they plan to box the car in to bring it to a stop.
You're just going to keep it real, keep it cool.
Roadworks have held them back.
We've had to back off a little bit.
However, things are about to change.
Tango 54, I'm now car 1. Subject vehicle sighted, still lane 2, speed 90, no deviation from lane 2 at this time.
We are the next overbridge. You'll have to put the stop on now.
Pin, I can't. I got a HGV lane 1. It will compromise. It's a no-go for that one.
But it's still not going to plan.
Roger, you will have to continue through our location. We are the next overbridge, north of 10 Main.
Yeah.
With the road clear, they make their move.
Subject vehicle, still lane 2. Move up, move up. Box, box, box.
How are you getting on? How are you getting on? Green down, green down, green down.
There is the danger that the vehicle can collide with a police vehicle. It does happen.
Stop, stop, stop.
Okay, vehicle stopped. Vehicle stopped. Obviously, we're going to do some inquiries now on the driver. We'll see if the marker's linked to the person in the car. Obviously, it's linked to drugs.
Do you use drugs at all? Do you have anything to drink at all? Okay. Okay. Listen. Gives me a power under the Road Traffic Act to require from you a specimen of saliva at the roadside by means of this device, which is a drug wipe. It tests for cannabis and cocaine. Have you had a cigarette in the last 3 minutes? No.
Driver's just doing preliminary tests, drinking drugs, and basically because of the marker, we'll just do a search on the vehicle under the Misuse of Drugs Act and see if there's any drugs on board as per the marker. We're going to get the vehicle off the motorway and search it basically just off junction 9 probably, so it's a bit safer. So, and then we'll go from there. We've made the decision then to remove him and the vehicle off the motorway, where we can conduct a proper search of him and his vehicle using a drugs dog. There is a link to who we've got stopped to the vehicle now. So the marker appears to be valid. He's been fully compliant, so we'll see.
With the driver testing negative for drink and drugs, he is told that the car will now be searched by a specialist team. PC Counsel and his drug dog, Lola.
So there is a drugs dog that will look through the car, okay? We said that. He's very calm.
Can you have one of his cigarettes from his car? If you're going to be a bit more.
Throughout he's been calm, hasn't he? So.
And his drug wipes negative, so.
Yeah.
As the dog continues the search, the officers performing the T-Pack reflect on a job well done.
Nice car too. I had his light shining in my eyes, and then suddenly was like he's held, and now he's gone across, and now he's stopped, and you just went across his bows, and it worked lovely. I think if he'd have been non-compliant, that might have been a bit different, but...
no contact.
No, perfect. Yeah, needs a service.
PC Counsel is leaving nothing to chance, and Lola's searching everywhere.
Anything?
There's probably about 400 quid in cash.
So basically, we put a drugs dog through the car. That's indicated nothing. There is an amount of cash in the car. He is the owner of a business. There's nothing to link that cash to anything untoward, drugs or anything like that. It's likely that this chap will be on his way shortly. In this instance, the driver was very compliant, fully accepted the reasons why we stopped him, and he was good to go when he went, and quite happy and cheery.
Really? First time wearing handcuffs? Is that being honest? Not even for fun?
With his handcuffs removed, the man is free to go.
But ultimately, the marker's on the vehicle. We brought the car to a safe stop on the motorway. We brought it in for a search. That's given us nothing, so but we move on to the next one.
Happy birthday next week!
Police emergency.
Every night in Britain,
Okay, we'll get police making to you as a grade 1 emergency.
officers of the law
Yeah, that's noted. We're just round the corner.
clock on
Move up, move up. Box, box, box. Get out of the car now.
to keep the peace and protect us
Sorry. I can't just leave you walking the streets. I need to get you home safe.
while we sleep.
Hey!
Night shift is a different vibe because it is dark.
Tango 2, there's more flying going on.
It does just have that little edge that you wouldn't have in the daytime.
Get as many units as you can here. It's kicking off everywhere. Down on the ground.
We filmed with Gloucestershire Constabulary
He's got some taser! Show me your hands now!
following their 999 response team.
2L20 at Spec Ops, consist of the grade 1.
Hey! Move on! Or you'll get nicked!
And specialist units
You're not going that way.
Can we have an ambulance to see?
to show the highs
I want to join up and catch the bad guys and enjoy the thrill of the chase.
and the lows.
You got any weapons on you or anything like that?
What? What, Big Willie?
I'm so sorry, my darling.
It's not darling.
Of the night shift.
It can be quite scary at times. I count myself lucky every day to be able to do these things and to make a difference to people.
It's 7 p.m. and Road Policing Officer Merchant has just clocked on for his night shift.
Yeah, any traffic on this channel able to assist on the M5? We've had reports from West Mercia of a potentially cloned vehicle coming into Air Force area. It's travelling southbound on the M5 from Tewkesbury.
Gospel to West Mercia. What channel's this job on the M5 being run on?
It's lane 3, then just in the Chevron station, 8902. Half a mile to Gloucester services.
Half a mile to
Gloucester lane 3.
The call is from a neighbouring police force who need assistance on the M5 with a suspected stolen car.
So we had reports West Mercia were behind a vehicle they believe to be on clone plates. Generally when a vehicle's on clone plates, it would indicate that that vehicle has been stolen.
87, we can make it past Gloucester services. Lane 2, speed of 90.
Car crimes on the increase again. There's a lot of burglaries where vehicles are stolen.
The driver is currently unaware he's being followed by an unmarked police car.
Also another advanced CPAC vehicle.
PC Merchant and other units need to make up ground quickly to back them up.
So, have you got anybody ahead? I'm just thinking, I'd still maybe about try and bring the speed out of this just for the weather.
The weather conditions were horrendous. It was quite difficult at times due to the surface water. And it's about me being safe whilst responding to the job as well as keeping other road users safe.
They need to stop the car without endangering the lives of other motorists.
Gospel Tango 6-1. I'm unmarked. I can whiz past you and try and get ahead without lights if you like.
Yeah, I'd be more than happy for that, mate. Just push through.
That's received. I'm just coming up to Gloucester services now, so I'll whiz past you, get us thing of sight, and I'll let you know where I am.
Lovely stuff. You'll come up on an unmarked Volvo ARB as your first vehicle of asking.
Due to the weather, the last thing we want is a pursuit. What we're going to do is when we get a bit closer, we're going to turn our lights off, go flying past it, and then get a stinger point. So we'll try and sting it, get the preemptive tactics in before it gets too dangerous.
Ash, I heard you laugh that the weather was still quite bad out there, and I agree with the change of tactics to a preemptive sting and then a box.
Tango 6-1, that's me. I'm just coming through 12 as well.
We'll drop in behind it and just leave a bit of a clear run for your traffic unit if they're close by. Not 3 traffic cars, there's the boxing vehicles.
Come with me and put a rolling road on. It'll give me a chance to get the stinger out. It's up to you.
An officer in an unmarked vehicle will pass the car without lights on and stop the traffic. It's known as a rolling roadblock.
Okay, I'll push back.
Tango 6-1, I'm coming past now. 6-1, I'm just behind the marked car, so when they go back into lane 2, I'll push past.
Right, they're into lane 2 now, so as soon as we clear this green box on, mate, we'll drop in.
Perfect. So we'll turn the lights off. I don't want to spook the car.
So it's the car here on the left that we want, the Volvo. So we're going to push past it, not spook it, and then we're going to put a rolling road on so this Stinger can be put out. However, we don't want him to know who we are.
Is that you?
Do you want me to put the Stinger out if you've got the rolling road on? I'm behind you now.
Yeah, go on, mate.
As his colleague slows the traffic down, PC Merchant goes ahead to deploy the Stinger.
Hold on, keep it there.
I've then deployed the Stinger. However, when you're trying to get it across 3 lanes, unless I'm led on the floor, it's always going to be a difficult one to try and pull off.
Right, we're going to get behind the barrier.
6-3, Stinger ready, Stinger ready.
Go on, mate. We're going to have to be careful here because we haven't got much protection. Go on, go! What lane's the vehicle in?
Lane 3. Just behind. Now.
Unfortunately, the vehicle in lane 2 pulled the cord, which then stung that one. However, that gave my colleagues chance to pull in front of it and teep out the vehicle.
On the M5, officers from 2 police forces are on the tail of a suspected stolen car on false number plates.
So it's the car here on the left that we want, the Volvo.
Just behind. Now.
Road Policing Officer Merchant has put out a Stinger, and other units have boxed it in.
We managed to get the driver detained. There was only 1 occupant.
But as they question the man, new information comes through, and officers discover that he hasn't stolen the car.
It turned out the vehicle was stolen from Warwickshire, and this chap had just innocently bought it today, so he forked out £4,500 on this vehicle.
The team clear the motorway and take the stolen car to the nearest services to be recovered.
I would recommend getting your checks done before you buy a vehicle. £25 seems expensive and people might not want to pay it. However, this guy's just lost £4,500. So in hindsight, just pay to get the checks done, make sure it's a genuine vehicle, and then hopefully we won't come knocking at your door.
Hello, it's PC Lorry Merchant, Gloucestershire Road Policing Team.
Whilst PC Merchant phones the car's owner to let her know the good news.
Just to let you know, we've recovered your vehicle for you.
Oh right. How is it?
No damage, no nothing, so it's all how it should be.
Oh wow, amazing. Wow, I didn't think I'd see that again. Okay, that's great. Well, thanks so much.
You're more than welcome.
Yeah, alright.
Take care, bye-bye.
Thanks, bye-bye.
I think she's very chuffed about getting her car back. She didn't think she'd ever see it again. So that's the rewarding side of this job. Getting people's pride and joys back to them safely.
Oscar Delta 63, which way have they ran off over?
Dog handler PC Smith is with his dog Arnie on the way into Gloucester.
He's just run back off towards Surrey Street.
Okay, I'll just divert to that. So now we've just been diverted to a fight. There's about 5 or 6 blokes. They've been fighting, and police have turned up and they've ran off. See if we can find anyone. You know, you got to be looking at these people. They're they're potentially violent. So I want to make sure that I'm sort of like safeguarded. I might sort of like deploy Arnie just through the information that I've received about them fighting.
What's the description now standard?
Hospital L63. Which way did they go?
Because he's in that housing area, he could come out anywhere.
Yeah, it looks like it goes into a garden. It's right on Charlie Mine, outside that alley that you're coming.
So Goodend Clarence Street on Station Road.
If you're coming in from Clarence Street and you go past the Central Hotel, you've got in that left there.
Officers have detained 4 men, but one has evaded arrest and has got away. Another dog handler is already on the scene.
Kizzy Shields got her dog out, a German Shepherd called Nika. You know, he's got a sort of a great nose on him. That's a brilliant bonus where somebody could be hiding, 50 meters away, and we can find them.
Reports say the suspect is wearing a white vest.
Hey, stay out there! Stay out there! When I come here, you're gonna need me!
Stay where you are! Stay where you are! No, you are. Stay where you are! Yes, I'll get that in a minute. Leave your coat alone.
With the man in cuffs, he can be taken into custody.
Hello? 1 minute, pal.
Alright, you're under arrest.
Assault against somebody. You basically bit somebody and you've assaulted them. It's all on CCTV. So it's all on CCTV. Get in there with your feet first. To cells, the bloke's really intoxicated. You get booked in and then processed from there. Yeah, the dog's brilliant in this sort of like situation. They sort of like, they comply straight away, or most people do. They don't want to sort of like fight against a dog. You've got to think 40 kilos of dog biting onto their arm as well. They don't want that. They don't want to be injured. Most people are compliant.
Rhodes Policing Officer Sergeant Gladwin is starting his shift.
When I start duty, there's handovers from the early shift, so there's lots of stuff going on that you could be taking on.
And on tonight's handover list is following up from an earlier traffic accident. It's an unusual one, involving a child, and Sergeant Gladwin and PC Shaw need to find an answer.
The RTC happened a couple of hours ago, where a young child's been involved and knocked over by a motorcyclist.
The accident was reported by the victim's mother. They have one clue, CCTV from the area showing a motorbike rider leaving the scene, but something's not adding up.
The motorcyclist has then left the scene with the child on the front of the tank, which is obviously really odd.
The injured boy was taken back to his home by the motorbike rider.
I think he's got a broken leg. By the sounds of it, he's in quite a lot of pain and he's in hospital at the moment.
Footage I've just received shows a child being held on in the front of the bike, wearing no helmet, no protective clothing or anything like that. He's just been involved in an accident. For someone to physically be picked up, put on a motorbike and then taken home instead of what to me would be a rational thing of call 999 or get this person straight to hospital, it is a bit suspicious. Never in my career have I known someone cause an accident and then scoop up the person and actually take them home when there's potential serious injuries. CCTV can change an investigation. Like before we got this, we literally had nothing. So we've managed to identify a registration as a result of that, to do some inquiries now on who the driver might be. What better evidence is there? The child could be having serious leg injuries. We're waiting for updates from hospital. We're going to send some officers down to the road where it's happened to get that scene secure, to see if we can identify any house CCTV, any doorbell cameras, any witnesses that might have seen what's happened.
It's been 4 hours since the accident, and with no witnesses coming forward, officers desperate for answers are resorting to door-to-door inquiries.
I'm just walking the street now. I think that's where this is where it's happened.
We're just doing some inquiries. There was a young lad who was knocked over by someone riding a motorbike earlier this afternoon.
CCTV.
This one,
really good CCTV. He had CCTV.
Yeah.
CCTV tour of this road.
Yeah, we've done up to
so further up.
Yeah. So
where do we
basically
think
from
the
here-
collision happened?
So the collision we think happened just where that green building is.
Oh, yeah,
I've
yeah.
picked up loads of little plastic bits, like fairing bits.
So 1, 2, 6 pieces.
I'd like to keep an open mind on how these things happen. It's not necessarily always the rider's fault. Something could have happened to cause this collision. So I need to look at all available facts.
Hey mate, I found some little, about 6 or 7 bits of plastic, which could be off of like plastic fairing, broken off little clips, tiny fragments, which I've evidenced and I've seized.
Inquiries have provided the bike's registration number, and the cops go to the address. But the bike owner's mum tells them he's not home.
Did you want us to crack on, just carry it on up here?
All the officers can do is continue their investigation.
I'm hopeful we'll have some work tonight, yeah.
Dog handler PC Dawkins is on patrol in Cheltenham with his dog Elmo. The town centre attracts crowds to have a good time, but that can bring potential problems.
We have enhanced street safe on tonight, so there's higher numbers for the nighttime economy. Also, those that are normally on shift and any sort of public order side of things, me and Elmo will get involved where needed to clear areas or to calm people down.
And PC Dawkins is used to dealing with crowds.
Drinking drugs are never a good recipe, either on their own or together. If we have situations involving them, yeah, it could get a bit hairy.
Can we start making over a grade 1 PE way? We've got reports of 2 females fighting. There's 2 males with them. 1 male looks unconscious on the floor.
There's a report of disorder in Cheltenham, and male's been seen to be beaten up and kicked in the head, and then some females have then started arguing.
Before the stage, she's seen someone kicked to the floor. They're still on the floor. There's females shouting now, and other males trying to separate them. 1 female's hysterical and shouting.
Potentially, if the person who's done the kicking in the head has ran off, or other people become violent, the dog's a very good deterrent to calm people down and make them think twice about playing up, really. And obviously, if one of the offenders has run off, we can potentially track to see where they've gone. Let's get out 6866.
One male looks unconscious on the floor.
In Cheltenham, officers including dog handler PC Dawkins are heading to the scene of a fight.
Listen.
No! I've done nothing wrong.
Stole for 4.
All I want to do is go back to my aunt's.
Calm down. Try to calm down, all right?
The 2 men and 2 women believed to be involved are being questioned by officers to try and work out what happened.
You don't know that yet, do you?
I've done nothing wrong.
Stop messing about.
No.
It's fine. It's not going anywhere.
No, please.
Just send the boy to my...
PC Merchant has also responded to the call.
I still don't know what happened. There was obviously a disagreement between some parties.
I genuinely have no clue.
But why did you push me? You're like an old man. You don't push a woman.
I am pushing, just stop getting involved with them.
You don't push a woman.
Right, be quiet a second so we can get to the bottom of things.
Officers including Sergeant Azam are trying to calm the alleged victim down.
Bear with us for now, please. Let us speak to the other people as well.
Got there and I see this female. She appeared to be victim, and she was kicked in the head allegedly and pushed and shoved.
Okay, do you want to tell us what's happened?
She's a crazy bitch. That's what happened. She pulled out my face.
And then she said that my hair had been ripped, which was quite astonishing for me.
I'm not dealing with this.
Right, do you want to wait there? Hey, wait there, because there's a very good chance you...
You're my address, but you're not going to follow me.
No, I'm not going to follow you. You might be getting arrested in a second, so you're not going nowhere. She's made allegations that you've hit her, so just bear me a second. That's what she said.
Yeah, but I didn't do that.
Well, that's what she said, and she's now you saying you've hit her as well.
The situation is under control, but with so many people gathered around, they need to keep the officers on hand.
She followed us all the way here. And she got into a fight with me. She ripped my hair out.
Right, okay.
Taking anything else other than drink? Mate, just be honest. We just need to get her help if she has.
I think she had a bit of a spliff, maybe.
So she might have had a spliff today.
So, when you say she's pulled your hair?
Oh, she ripped 3 out.
They said the girl on the floor's been kicked in the head. So
which would be good.
yeah, because the 2 girls were fighting after the 2 boys were fighting.
It is quite unusual or less frequent that 2 women are fighting. These had proper gone at it. There was hair all over the floor where one had ripped the other's hair out.
This is where she ripped out.
I'm really sorry to hear that. Is that your hair?
Might stay you for now. Yeah, it is.
Okay.
She forced
I don't know what's caused it. However, there are ways around it, and fighting isn't the answer.
I told you about your swearing at 3 times.
Okay, but why? What? Don't touch me.
I've told you about your I told you
Why
about
did you
swearing
push
rights,
me?
okay?
The woman who allegedly attacked the girl, pulling out her hair, has been swearing at officers and has pushed them too far.
What?
Dirty pedo.
Yeah, that's fine.
You were fucking bad.
Yeah, right, so you're all...
Sort your fucking dirty cock out, mate.
So you're also arrested.
Wank yourself out or something.
So you're also arrested
Dirty
for the assault on the girl.
pedo!
Yeah.
Our uniform is like oh, come and abuse me. They think that because we're wearing this and the job we do, we're there to be shouted and abused. To be honest, everyone could hear what the one girl was saying, which it wasn't good.
Yeah.
Don't rag me. I know you want to abuse girls, but you can't.
I think one of the females had clearly taken a substance of some sort because she was very abusive.
Toss your own cock off. See what I mean, man?
Well, thumbs up, though.
I don't care. Hurry up! Taking a break!
Shut up. I think these 4 have had a few too many beers, and this one's talked her way into a cell, I think, from her mouth. But there you go.
The other 3 people involved are free to go, but will be questioned at a later date. But there is one piece of evidence.
That's her hair.
Yeah. Well, it's an extension, isn't it?
You tried my bum when he arrested me. Shoved me across the fucking grass.
The woman isn't going quietly.
Her behaviour's a bit up and down, isn't it? One minute she was all right, the next minute she's screaming and shouting.
The arrested woman is taken to the station, where she'll spend the night in the cells.
Drink is bad enough, you have to repeat yourself a million times, but drugs makes it even harder because they're just the way with the fairies most of the time.
Jam!
Earlier, in Gloucester, officers were trying to piece together an accident involving a motorbike and an 11-year-old boy.
I'm just walking the street now. Took loads of little plastic bits. 2, 6 pieces.
I think he's got a broken leg. By the sounds of it, he's in quite a lot of pain and he's in hospital at the moment.
Instead of calling 999, The motorbike rider moved the injured boy and took him home, where his parents found him and reported the crime.
We've been to the area. We've done some house-to-house inquiries. We've done some CCTV trawls.
Now it looks like they've got a result.
So there's a call over the radio to say someone was at custody, wanted to hand himself in relation to the collision that had happened.
So just to make you aware, you're under arrest for dangerous driving, driving with no insurance, and making off from an RTC, okay?
And there's also no licence.
And no licence, of course, as well.
Driving with an RTC thing, that's the same as hit and run. Is that correct?
Making off from an RTC.
Yeah,
That's hit and run.
So I'll colleague just give you a quick search just before we go in, if that's alright. Have you got anything on you?
Oh, no.
Driver, he is now handing himself in to custody. So he has just been arrested, being booked into custody, so that then we can go and interview him and establish what's happened in relation to the incident.
Guy, just to put this gentleman in number 8, please.
Chances, interview today will be tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
We've managed to locate the bike involved as a result of that, so that's currently being seized at the moment. So he's going to be charged with dangerous driving without a licence or insurance, and failing to stop at a collision. A good result, bearing in mind when we come on duty, no idea who this driver was, and we managed to arrest him and get him charged. The boy suffered severe injuries to his leg as a result of this collision, but for me at least, to know that we've got this person in the family, get some kind of justice, at least I can take that satisfaction away from this.
Gloucester, Specialist Training Sergeant Okieri is on shift with one of his rookies, PC Brazier.
I think every good night out will start here. They'll end up on Eastgate Street.
Where it goes,
Yeah.
it tends to go wrong.
Where it loves to go pear-shaped.
It seems to be.
I work in what we call the Tutor Assessment Unit. The new officers have gone through a 26-week training program, and then they come out with me for 10 weeks, show them a range of jobs so that they can hopefully progress and go out by themselves.
It's generally quite a high spirits tonight. Obviously, you can never predict.
But equally, it's still early. Nothing really normally happens before 11.
No.
The alcohol hasn't set in yet.
No.
The first lesson of the night has just arrived. And it's not about excess drinking.
There's a guy walking the telly there. Somebody's carrying a television late at night, so I directed my colleague to go and speak to him.
Right, mate. Where are you going and where did you get it?
What?
The TV?
Well, it's been there.
By the bins?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright.
But the television, in fairness, looked like it was in poor condition, but we just wanted to make sure it hadn't been stolen.
So what shop do you find outside of the TV?
I didn't know, I went at this.
Just up the road?
Bins down the road there, yeah.
You could have nicked it. That's
I know,
the
I
worrying
did,
side
yeah,
of it as well.
I hadn't.
No cables or anything to go with it either.
No cables.
You might even be able to find a remote. Some might have a spare one as well. That'd be a good score anyway.
Yeah.
He's not known for anything along the lines of it.
You happy?
Yeah. Cool. Thank you, mate.
Alright,
That's everything anyway.
See you later. Have a good one.
I hope it works for you anyway, mate. Take care.
The man checks out, so he's free to go.
When it comes to tutoring, the tutees learn the most, without a doubt, being out on the street.
PC Brazier's next lesson is in Cheltenham Centre.
QL to any available officers able to attend Cheltenham Town Centre. We've had reports of a black Land Rover stopping at the roadside. We've got concerns that they are harassing young women, but if we could do an area search for that vehicle.
The vehicle is pulling over young ladies or pulling alongside young ladies trying to talk to them. So you really want to find out if there's anything sinister in it or not. Black Land Rover. It's got to be just here.
Said on this sort of side,
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it. That's received, we're behind. Thank you.
They found the car in question and tell it to pull over.
Alright guys, how's it going? Got your license on you?
I'm not the driver.
No, I know.
I ain't gonna lie to you, boss. I've lost my wallet.
Right.
I can give you all my details.
Okay.
Oh, boss, man. Come on.
While they check the driver, 2 passengers get out of the car.
You're insured?
No.
I'm not insured.
It's not coming up on our systems anyway.
What is we for?
You're driving around Cheltenham town.
Yeah.
Oh, we're
For
driving
no-
on the roads at night. Great one,
Lads, right, listen.
Step back.
Step back over there.
It's none of your business. at the
I'm
end
not
of the day.
afraid.
Yeah.
We have a situation where they're really getting too close. Gave them several warnings.
Listen, step back over there. You're not the driver. He's the driver. You've been pulled over because we've had reports that you're stopping alongside young girls and trying to chat them up or pick them up. Okay, that's why you've been
Yo,
stopped.
Nelly, you hearing this?
That's it.
Apparently been pulling alongside young girls trying to pick them up.
Do it, mate.
Whose car is it?
My mum and dad.
So, you're not insured to drive the vehicle.
I'm not insured on the car.
No.
I'm insured till Monday. I've been insured for 3 days.
Temporary.
Yeah.
Where's the evidence of that then?
You'll have to show. So that won't necessarily come up on that system, so you have to show us proof of that as well.
Alright, I'll have to ring my dad and get him to take a screenshot of it.
That's fine.
Yeah.
We need to see it, otherwise we'll have to seize the vehicle. That's the long story short.
Oh, yeah, no worries.
Okay.
Sorry, no.
Yeah.
Hello? I've been pulled over by police in Cheltenham. They need to see proof of insurance because it's not coming up on the records because it's temporary. So if you can go onto the insurance and just screenshot and send it me, please. Alright? Alright, sir.
The driver's dad sends through proof of insurance,
You happy?
Yeah.
Alright.
All good?
Yeah.
Alright, all good.
and the men can go.
Talk about the situation then. So, okay, go for the first bit. So you've stopped the vehicle.
Yeah.
You spoke to the driver. What did you tell him in terms of why we stopped him?
That he's been driving around town acting in a suspicious manner. Well, what's suspicious? Like, yeah.
There you go.
It's a very vague
100%. That's exactly. You need to give him some meat on the bone.
word. Yeah.
The meat on the bone would have been we've received reports that this vehicle has been seen pulling up alongside young women trying to effectively encourage them to get into the vehicle or similar.
Yeah.
People just want honesty when you're talking to them, and it's a two-way thing. It's yes, they want us to treat them with respect, but equally we like to be treated with respect as well. That's the message I'd always share with the tutees when I'm training them.
And that's why we get a bad rep, because we don't give them enough information. And that's why his two mates were really right to say, why have we been stopped? It wasn't us, we've been told that by control room. So you need to give them the full details.
You never know what you're going to get on a Friday night. It could be all or nothing. So it's just look at the draw, really. We shall see. The night is still young.
On the outskirts of town, response officers Foxhall and Cubery are patrolling.
What do you reckon, Bree? What are your spidey senses saying?
It's going to happen like 4:30.
Guaranteed.
Out the door.
Contact 31, they've got a drunk person on site at Innsworth Technology Park.
Whereabouts is it? Good
He's
one.
running around. Refusing to leave. Looks like he's totally off his head.
Delta 3-1 attach us.
Yeah, so at the moment we've got a report of suspicious circumstances with a male potentially breached a site compound and they're in there and they're being described as off their face. Whether that's drink or drugs, we don't quite know. Details are still coming in. I hate this roundabout because it's tight.
I've just put an update on the bump of incident 19. That can be transferred to Stroud, David.
Oh, there you go.
We've got,
Hiya. Yeah, got reports of someone acting a bit odd.
We've got like a bloke that's running on and off site.
Where is he?
Wait, sorry.
Right and round that way.
Run right.
It's hard. Yeah, he's got a grey t-shirt which he keeps taking off.
Yeah.
Yeah, alright, yeah, we've got making it back up.
And he's high.
Right.
And he's requesting to borrow phones to ring an ambulance and that lot.
Is he sweating at all? Did you notice, or do he look particularly hot?
Yeah, he did look particularly hot.
And how many times did he run on and off?
He's ran on and off about 5 or 6 times.
Right. Well, we'll go have a look through him.
Okay.
Okay.
Cheers, thank you.
From the description of the man, they are concerned that he could be suffering from a condition sometimes called ABD.
ABD is acute behavioural disturbance. It's just a massive disturbance of the brain, essentially. It gives people superhuman strength.
One of the recognized causes is drug misuse.
It's not all too common, but when it does happen, it's quite a scary incident to attend because people can act in all manner of ways. They can either try and... It's all about fight and flight. You know, they might see us, run from us, or they might see us and want to fight us. I don't particularly want to get stuck down a road just yet.
Main goal in this scenario is to try and find this person, find them quick, because they're going to need urgent medical care.
With a large search area to cover, they've called out for specialist assistance in the form of PC Dawkins of the Dog Unit.
We'll go and see if we can walk through the technology part with the dog, and the dog might find him quicker than what, especially if he's hiding. Hello, mate.
Hi, dogs, how's it going?
Oh, he's left this part and he's gone.
Yeah, so we came from the bridge direction and we couldn't see anyone. There's one member of the public who said they didn't see anyone going that way. So he might have gone into the estate somewhere.
All right, well, I'll cast in here and I'll give it a go.
Nice one. Cheers, mate.
ABD can cause the heart to race, leading to cardiac arrest. So time is of the essence.
I hope the dog handler should get an alright track because it's not too busy and it hasn't been too long.
Traffic, is there?
With temperatures dropping to around 7 degrees, PC Dawkins gets Elmo out to find the man before his condition gets any worse.
Obviously, the quicker we find them, the less damage that may do to their body, because they are going to need to go to hospital and get treatment, and sometimes if we don't find them, we'll find them the next day and we'll be too late.
Elmo and PC Dawkins have found a track, but time is running out.
I tell you, we want to find him, just make sure he's alright.
Just outside Gloucester, officers are hunting for a man who they believe is in a dangerous condition called ABD, which can be caused by drugs.
Medically, it's really dangerous. Obviously, everything's working 10, 20, 30 times quicker than it should. So we have to get them medical treatment to get checked out. Obviously, the quicker we find them, the less damage that may do to their body.
PC Dawkins and Elmo have been following his scent through a field.
Steady. Oh, you sap. Come here. Go on. He took that across the road very confidently. And then he seems to be wandering around a bit now we've come in here, but he's definitely pulled me all the way through here.
The field Elmo tracked him to is near a housing estate, so PC's Foxhall and Cubery have headed there.
Oh, there he is. Contact. How you doing, mate? Excuse me, bird. Hey, mate, how you doing? What's your name, chap? What's your name?
After an hour of searching, they have found him, but in an agitated state.
What's going on, mate? What's going on?
Sorry, could you go again with the last?
The cops have dealt with this condition before and know they have to be careful.
People with ABD, I don't know what it is, they somehow develop this physical strength which is just something that's out of this world. They almost turn into Superman.
Yeah, but we're trying to get you help, mate.
Yes,
thank you.
4. Oh. Calm down. It's okay.
Good boy. When people suffer from ABD, they do have a lot of strength, so it can take numerous people to restrain somebody. So yeah, the dog was a good deterrent. As soon as we found him, Elmo barked at him, and you could see that took the attention of the male. So he wasn't then trying to run away or anything. He was literally sort of staring at the dog. He was well aware that the dog was there.
Yeah, but we've got to get you some help first.
You don't want to try and put too much pressure on the person, because if you do trigger that fight or flight response, you either got a massive manhunt in an area for a person that's undergoing a medical emergency, or you're going to be fighting with someone who's going to have the strength of at least 10 men.
What's your surname?
What?
Or give me your ID, mate, and that'll make it a lot easier. Where are you going?
Just round here.
Where's that?
Just round.
You keep walking in circles. You've been
Honestly, I've got a place to go.
There was concern for him because of his demeanour, his behaviour, and also the fact that he was soaking wet and not making any sense.
How can you out like this?
Huh?
Are you sweating?
No.
Who's really trying to appeal to their better nature in whatever world that they're in, to try and get them to be on your side and try and keep them calm throughout.
Have you taken any drugs this evening?
No.
No?
No.
Okay, let me just check how hot you are.
ABD, acute behavioural disturbance, it can lead to rapid breathing, profuse sweating, accelerated heart rate. Eventually, it can lead to cardiac arrest.
Can you tell me what your name is?
Have you got a wallet on you? I'll grab it, don't worry, I'll grab it. Can I hold it? Whoa, stay here, mate.
It's okay.
Stay here.
Just give me your right finger, this finger.
Oh, yeah, we're headed back.
Right, you're okay, okay? You're in good hands, we're police, alright? We're here to look after you.
No, can you do it over here?
Do it over here then, yeah? Right, give me this finger. This finger, right? Give me this finger. Stop.
Listen to us and put your finger there.
I don't want to...
We need to know who you are, just so we can make sure we get medical attention.
We're trying to get you help, mate.
Right, give me this finger. Give me your finger, pop it here. Hey, you're in good hands, we're police. Alright, we're here to look after you. So just give me your finger. He's sweating profusely, he's quite hot to the touch, so if presented as a medical issue, he doesn't quite know where he is or what he's doing, so there's quite a high level of concern really.
Luckily, the ambulance has arrived to provide some urgent medical attention.
So we just get an ambulance arriving on scene. We're trying to keep our distance just not to overcrowd him, because the last thing we want to do, as I say, is elevate that heart rate. But essentially sending the professionals who've got the equipment to deal with this, to deal with this bloke's situation.
The paramedics have managed to calm the man down and get him into the ambulance.
What is his heart rate?
140. 140.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Thanks for coming out, much appreciated. Have a safe night. The gentleman's gone off to hospital now. He's going to get checked up there. His blood pressure's through the roof apparently. His heart rate is sitting above 140 beats per minute, so they're a bit concerned with that. Like as is, he has been suffering with ABD. He's going to get checked out now and hopefully get the care that he needs, which is quite valuable really, that we managed to find him when we did and get ambulance when we did. Otherwise, the end result could have been he could have been lying anywhere in an open field or in a bush or something with a cardiac arrest and potentially die. So it's a really good job by the dog section and by officers on the ground as well. Right, anyone remember where we parked the car?
Yeah, that way. Did you leave it where we first found him?
Yes.
Welcome, one and all!
To friendship. I'm going to lose them, Brad. And it's all my fault.
Whatever you think you saw, you're mistaken, mate. Where is my wife?
Yes, gripping original drama Heat starring Danny Dyer starts tomorrow at 9. Next tonight, Ambulance Code Red.